Hello and thank you for joining me. I am Pst Maxwell Nnawuihe. We are looking at 7 facts and lessons about Donald John Trump. Let's look at it together. 7 facts. There are so many other facts and lessons, but I decided to bring out about 7 to study in this very episode. This is Knocked Down But Not Out episode 2. Try and watch the episode 1 if you have not done so. 7 facts and lessons about Donald John Trump. And the most interesting thing is that these facts and lessons are about 44 years old and they are still relevant today. They are mind-blowing, I'm telling you. Number 1, John Trump's transition to politics and public office in the USA. That is number 1 that we will be looking at right now. His transition. He didn't start with politics in the USA. He transitioned to politics and public office. Why? His transition to politics and public office in the USA, was it really to amass wealth? Was it really to become so reputable, so respected? Was it to attain a towering social or national status? No. He has already got some wealth. He has been so massively successful in his real estate business, hotel, casino, and other businesses. So it was not really to amass wealth as a politician, as the president of the USA, using and exploring the benefits that are attached or connected to his office as the president. You know, the influence of the president to amass wealth. Not at all, because he has met cool cash, whether it is in the asset, real estate development and all that, running into several billions of dollars. As early as age 27 to 30, to his early 30 years of age, Donald Trump's assets were already running into billions of dollars. So it wasn't ready to amass wealth as a politician, as the president of the country, or to attain social or national status and respect. But this was about his passion for a better and more respectable USA, a passion he has for his country, beyond his personal massive successes and wealth. Beyond his personal massive successes and wealth. You see, it teaches that there is more to life beyond our personal successes, our riches, our remarkable achievements. When we hit the goal, when we are able to achieve the dream of our life for our personal satisfaction or for that of our families, we discover suddenly there is still more to life. I don't know if you have experienced this, but it's the truth. Each time you hit the target you set for yourself, each time you have been able to achieve the goal, the project that you have set out for the year or for the season, for yourself or for your family or for your company or for whatever pursuit you have, you've been able to hit the target, you've been able to achieve it. 3 months down the line, 1 year or 6 months or 2 years, as the case may be, somewhere along the line, you will suddenly realize that there is still more to life. There is still more to what I've achieved. There is still more to building a massive, beautiful structure edifice to my comfort and that of my family. There is still more. By the time you come out of college, out of school, you've graduated with flying colors, you suddenly realize that there is still more to the certificate and your qualification. Even when you read up to masters, even when you have become a professor in certain field of learning, you will suddenly realize that there is still more to being a professor. You're a governor, a president, you realize there is still more. So when we are pursuing after our vision, trying to achieve our goals, our dreams, we must be careful not to drift into extreme desperation, because by the time you achieve that very goal and pursuit of yours, that will not be the end. You will still discover that there is still more to life than what I've just achieved. So Donald Trump discovered something more than his personal massive successes and wealth. Donald Trump, at the age of 34, when the value of his asset was running into billions of dollars, He wasn't even talking about politics. And you see, a 34 years old man or woman to have such wealth, to have such asset, more than $2 billion. See, it is so huge. It is so massive. And it reveals that he was massively successful in his real estate business, hotel, casino, and a few other businesses. He believes in beating the odds and breaking limits with positive mindset. It can also be of great inspiration and motivation to you that regardless of your age, you can make so much money, you can become so successful, and you must have that very mindset, that very predisposition to beat odds in your field of endeavor and also break limits with your positive mindset. Listen to this video.
Becoming wealthy or becoming successful or becoming whatever the word is when you say becoming anything, I think it largely has to do with incentive and drive and enthusiasm. You have to go into everything with a positive attitude. You know, they say that, I was telling somebody a little bit before, they say that the human mind is only using 1% of its potential, and that if the human mind could use 3%, you could do literally anything. You could cure the major diseases, you could do anything. Just one mind in this world, if it could get up to 3% of its maximum potential.
If you have not subscribed to this channel, please, I urge you to do so. Just hit the subscription button and the notification button so you'll be the first to be notified when next a video is uploaded on this very channel. Number 2, Donald Trump had a great life in his late 20s and early 30s. That is number 2 lesson and fact about Donald John Trump. He had a great life in his late 20s, from 25 up and above to his early 30s. It was that of wealth and massive success, as I've said second ago. Not just for the fact that his father, Frederick Chris Trump, was very successful in real estate. That was not really the reason. Not because his father had already built homes and apartment houses and Trump was brought up in the construction business. That is not really the major reason. But the reason is the fact that Donald Trump secured favorable business deals at different times. He opted for creative and innovative concepts in the real estate and other businesses. This should motivate you more to be creative, to be innovative, to have a concept with brilliant and very creative potential to break the limit, to break the jinx in your field of endeavor. Creativity and innovative concepts gives you a leap and usher you to dimensions of possibilities. You can be creative without corruption. You can be very innovative without being competitive with anyone. Build your self-confidence on the knowledge and consciousness that you can become very successful in your purpose, in your business, whether it is in marriage, in your career, in whatever is your life endeavor, regardless of your age, build your self-confidence on that very knowledge, with that very consciousness, that regardless of your age, whether you are too young, as some people may say, or you are too old, as some people may tell you, that regardless of your age, you can become so successful. You can become a billionaire, a millionaire, in whatever currency. You can become so prosperous. Donald Trump is a man that loves to create massive and beautiful projects. He loves it so much. He derives much satisfaction and fulfillment from building big and glamorous, magnificent structures. You know, he loves creating jobs, he loves creativity, and you know, he achieved his vision of 30th Street on the west side of New York and 42nd Street on the east side, and the 5th Avenue and the 57th Street, which is the Tiffany location, which is a very fine piece of real estate in the world. Donald Trump was 27 years of age when he started the bid to buy that very location from a very big company, from the owners. So the company turned his bid down. The company refused for many years, but later he won it. That is the power of positive mindset. He did not give up. He did not really give up. He worked on his bid and he secured it after so many years. in the New York City, which is the 5th Avenue or the 57th Street. So this is instructive that regardless of how many years your offer has been turned down, regardless of how many years that proved to be futile efforts, fruitless efforts, stagnation and frustration, that you can still win your bid to have the best deal for your life and your future and your destiny and your family. So do not give up. We are taking the next lesson. Number 3, Donald Trump's passion was key to his big political comeback. It was key. It played a major role. His passion. The rise and biggest political comeback of President Donald Trump was fueled by his passion to see a better and more respected USA in many key areas, which is number 1, security, and secondly, jobs, third, robust economy, and also to become a nation of great motivation for other nations to do better, to uphold respect for human and family values, amongst others. This was his passion in these areas for the USA. In the first episode of Knocked Down But Not Out, I talked about the law of focus and its indisputable power to win big victories in all life endeavors. This passion took hold of Donald Trump's perception. It was nurtured in his heart from the 1980s. In the 1980s, young Donald Trump spoke passionately on the US hostages in Iran, and he declared his readiness for a rescue mission of the hostages in Iran if there is a national call for the men of his age to do so, with or without years of military background. Now, that's how passionate he has been about the respect and the safety of US citizens. That's how passionate he has been. And today, he has not shifted his position when it comes to securing the United States of America, making sure that his citizens are safe, making sure there is robust economy of the country, making sure that US is not insulted among the Committee of Nations. So that is how passionate he has been. You will watch his clip listed for number 7. Though every successful and wealthy man or woman will not become president or governor of a state or country like Donald Trump, but it is instructive to seek for the welfare of others and beautiful future for your family. The beautiful future that things will go in orderly manner and progression in the society where law and order will thrive. That you don't, just because you want to be so successful, you want to amass so much wealth, you throw caution into the wind. You can kill, you can murder, you can involve yourself in different kind of corrupt practices or deploy different kind of corrupt methods to enrich yourself. No. Number 4, in the 80s, Donald Trump said something about happiness based on wealth vis-a-vis happiness based on nice, moderate income. What did he say?
And I've often said the happiest people and the most contented people that I've seen, and I know the very wealthy, I know the moderately wealthy, and I guess I know people a lot less than that, but the happiest people tend to be the people that are making a nice income, that really enjoy their life and their family life, and not the people of tremendous wealth that are constantly driven to achieve more and more success.
So basically, Donald Trump said, be happy at what you do. Be happy. And he went on to say, acquisition of wealth could create more problems you probably wouldn't have. And the happiest people tend to be those who make nice income, moderate income. They are not tremendously wealthy. Some persons may have wanted you to be a certain kind of person, which you did not. That alone can also make them hate you. But in all, you should be happy. You should be very happy with your life, regardless of your level financially, regardless of your achievement or attainment, regardless of what you have and what you have not. Be happy and continue to persevere and persist in every good measures, creative and innovative ideas and concepts that you are utilizing or bringing to bear in your field of endeavor. And believe you me, with time, you're going to make so much money that you can enjoy and your family will enjoy. And the people looking up to you will not be disappointed. Number 5, Please subscribe to this channel. It is important. Also, like and share this video. I am Pastor Maxwell Nnawuihe. We are looking at 7 facts and lessons about Donald Trump, which is Knocked Down but Not Out, episode 2. Number 5. Donald Trump said something about closed doors and criticism. Look at what he said about closed doors and criticism. You do get many doors closed. That's something that has happened in many cases, but you just have to keep going and pushing. That's what he said. And the funniest thing is, when you open the first door, it becomes a lot more easier to open the second door.
You do get many doors closed. There's no question about that, Rana. That's something that's happened in many cases. And I guess you just have to keep going. I guess you really just have to keep pushing and just get going. And the funny thing is, once you open the first door, it becomes a lot easier to open the second door.
You are always going to be criticized, no matter what you do, and you have to realize it. And you really have to develop a little bit of a tough skin, And if you don't, I suspect you really cannot survive doing anything of great importance. So this is very, very interesting, that he is speaking from personal experience as a real estate developer and a successful businessman with several years of consistent good results. That indeed, from time to time, you will see many doors closed to your face, many doors shut, many doors locked. Okay? It can happen once, twice, 3 times, as many times as possible in the pursuit of your vision, in your quest to achieve your goal for the season, for the year. Many doors will be closed at your face, but you have to keep going and keep pushing. And out of experience, he knows that when the first door opens, it becomes more easier for the second door to open. So try and make sure that you open the first door in your business, the first door in your career, the first door in your project, and it will become a lot more easier for other doors to open, because you're going to have some experiences on how the first door opened. And again, about criticism, do not really bother yourself or preoccupy your mind with the criticisms of people. Whether you do it right or wrongly, people are still going to criticize you. No matter what you do, no matter how good you are, no matter how outspoken you are, no matter how silent or quiet you are, people are still going to criticize you. Whether you are disciplined or not, whether you make so much money or not, whether you are poor or rich or wealthy, people are still going to criticize you. So you have to develop a little bit of tough skin, that criticisms doesn't move you. They don't determine your navigation in the path of success or your pursuit. They don't slow you down. They don't stand as stumbling block to your progress. You make sure that no matter the criticisms, you use them as a positive energy to fuel you until you hit the target, until you achieve a success. So we are taking number 6. Donald Trump said something about the killer instinct versus winning instinct. These are 2 different instincts. What did he say about the killer and the winning instinct? He said, the people with the killer instinct don't always emerge as the best or happiest people in the world, but those who are competitive and driven with a certain instinct to win.
I think you have to have some, to a large extent, I think you do have to have at least winning instinct. I think that the world is made up of people with either killer instincts or without killer instincts. And the people that seem to emerge all the time, it doesn't mean they're the best people, and it doesn't mean they're the happiest people. And in fact, in many cases, and in most cases, they're probably not. But the people that seem to emerge are the people that are competitive and driven and with a certain instinct to win.
The people with the killer instinct don't always emerge as the best or happiest people in the world, but those who are competitive and driven with a certain instinct to win. So you must not kill to get ahead of others. You must not kill to become wealthy. You must not kill to become successful. You must not kill to become president, to become the governor, to become a person of great attention or influence. To attain greater height in the society, you don't need to be a killer. You don't need to murder, either character assassination, either blackmailing, whichever way of killing, whether it is the outright shooting of somebody, poisoning someone to death. You don't have to kill. You can still make it without killing anybody, without shedding any innocent blood. You can still succeed. You can still become so great and so massively successful in your field of endeavor without killing. What you need is the winning instinct. Winning instinct. Always have the focus. As I said in the first episode and in some other videos on this channel, there are a lot of other inspiring, motivating videos here on this platform, on this very channel. You can lay hold on them after watching this. Form the winning instinct. Have that positive mindset that even if I have not hit the target now, it doesn't mean that I'm out of the game. That's why this very series is tagged knocked down but not out. Okay, there are other things we're going to be exploring in the next episode, which is episode 3. But try to form the winning instinct regardless of your overwhelming challenges, regardless of the fact that maybe right now your economy is not doing well, your business is not doing well, your job is not doing well, your family is not doing well, your progress is stagnated. There is no fund to complete your project. You have to still have that winning mindset that even though I am being delayed, I am still going to accomplish my goal, my target for this season, for this month, for this year. Whether it is short term, whether it is mid term, whether it's long term, you need to form that very winning mindset and instinct. And believe you me, you are going to beat the odds and the limits that are placed in front of you. Also, Donald Trump loves creativity and hard work. Creativity and hard work. Hard work will earn you money, will earn you respect, and will increase the value in what you are doing. Hard work. Try to add something extra to what you are doing. Yes, you may have gotten it right, but try to go extra mile, a little further, to add a touch of perfection and excellence to what you are doing. Number 7, Donald Trump said something about Iran and US hostages in the 80s, which is a video I would like you to watch.
The Iranian situation is a case in point. That they hold our hostages is just absolutely and totally ridiculous. That this country sits back and allows a country such as Iran to hold our hostages, to my way of thinking, is a horror.
Would you have wanted to be one of those men to have gone to Iran, and have taken those fellows out?
No, I wouldn't have wanted to be, but I would have done it.
Would you?
Absolutely. This country is responsible for that war by its own weaknesses. I don't think you'd have this war if they, again using the other word, if we were respected, properly respected as a country and as a people and as a nation. I don't think that you would have the war going on right now between Iran and Iraq. I don't think that Iran would have our hostages for 10 minutes. If they respected this country, I don't believe they would have our hostages for 10 minutes.
For some people, the ultimate goal in life has been becoming the President of the United States. Would you like to be the President of the United States?
I really don't believe I would, Rona, but I would like to see somebody as the President who could do the job, and there are very capable people in this country.
Most people who are capable.
Now, in that video, the young Donald John Trump spoke passionately in defense of his nation, of his country, about the hostages in Iran. Though at this time, Donald Trump was a billionaire in dollars. He has so much comfort. His life is not under threat per se. But he still had that feeling and expressed that very readiness to go after the kidnappers or those that have taken the US citizens hostage in Iran, to defend them and to bring them back home. That is one of the instinct and passion of a leader. He wasn't selfish at the time. He wasn't selfish. After all, he's a businessman, he's a real estate developer, what is his problem with hostages? The government could go and secure their release, but he was so passionate about it in that video. And he described and criticized the government of the United States of America as weak and also not having certain policies in that aspect of securing the release of the hostages and also protecting the life of the American people at the time. So he described it as a sad situation for America as a nation. And today, his tone of voice has not changed from what it was about 44 years ago. I am Pastor Maxwell Nnawuihe. Watch out for the episode 3. Please subscribe to this channel. Turn on the notification button to be the first to be notified when the next video is uploaded to this channel.